June 26, 2018. Today is my 28th birthday, my anniversary of no masturbation and no affairs, no cheating on someone. I want to talk about humility today. Humility, the way it was taught to me, means being teachable. And I want to thank some men for teaching me some things. I want to thank Tom B. Tom B. 30 years ago taught me about my feelings, one at a time: neediness, hurt, sad, lonely, anger, sexiness, paranoid, just joyous, happy, content, free, all those things. Every one of those feelings, Tom B. taught me. I was teachable. I had the humility. It wasn't groveling despair or humiliation. I just said, Tom, you're in touch with your feelings, and so your relationships are better. Teach me. That's what humility meant. It's teachable. I want to thank another man, Eddie H. Eddie H. taught me to not masturbate. He taught me how to stay committed to a female, as I'm a heterosexual. You can be gay, or male or female, and stay committed, but he taught me about commitment and not masturbating. Eddie H. also taught me about the importance of my family of origin as regards my sex, love, romance, and relationship, how I learned that. I didn't meet Eddie until I was in my mid-30s, but those things had been affected since I was 5 years old, and Eddie taught me those things through people like John Bradshaw's work and people like Alice Miller, the Swiss psychotherapist who invented the term acting out and inner child. She literally invented those things, and Eddie taught me because I had the humility. I didn't think I was being humble. I just wanted to learn. I saw what these men had, and I sat at their feet and said, show me what to do. I also want to thank some other men like Gerald D., who taught me how not to drink. And I want to thank Crazy Harry, the very first guy who taught me not to drink alcohol. I want to thank Don S. Those three men taught me how to not drink, and they taught me the basic things about serving other people. So I learned from Crazy Harry and Don S. and Gerald D. how to get outside of my own selfishness, because when I drank alcoholically, I was selfish and self-centered. And they showed me, particularly Don. Don showed me how to serve people, him and Crazy Harry. And that got me outside of myself. So when I started to feel anxious, before I learned to meditate, I would go help other people, and my anxiety would disappear, and I wouldn't drink. So I want to thank those three men for those things. All you men have helped me so terribly much and got me to this day, my 28th anniversary of no masturbation, no affairs. And now there are 233 of you on this site who we pass, the information that came to me, we pass to you for free and for fun. And it's only got one condition, that if we give it to you, you give it to someone else, so that you receive the gift of service. So you learn from me what I learned from them. Walt Whitman said, if I see farther than other men, it's because I stand on the shoulders of giants. So Tom B. and Eddie H., Gerald D., Crazy Harry, my very first spiritual advisor, Pablo M., the great monk who was chaste for 20 years, Father M., who was chaste for 100, 2 months short of 100. He showed me by example that I can live without having sex with myself or anyone else for an indefinite period. He took my phone calls 6 days a week for 13 years. He wouldn't take my call on Sunday. He said, boy, I'm having a Sabbath, and he wouldn't take my call. So I was able to learn from these men. And I learned that through, I just was hungry. I was hungry for spiritual information. But that's what humility is being teachable. To be able to accept information, to be able to say, you know, the way I'm living my life isn't working because I'm using porn and masturbation, so something's wrong with the way I'm living. Will you teach me? And that's what humility is. It means not groveling, but just say, teach me. That's part one on a series of humility.